going on, guys? I'm Jay, DCA Adventure, back again with another video, and today we are going to talk about Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and gold. If you guys like our content, please like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you guys would like access to the DCA trading script, you need to join our Patreon group, Trading with the View. That is my tier. By joining that tier, you will get access to the DCA trading script. It has multiple indicators that a lot of the big traders use, most of the important ones. You can use this trading script on the free version of TradingView. Link for TradingView will be down in the description. Also, by joining the tier, guys, you get access to a couple other private channels inside the Discord where we do trading signals, general market talk, what we're looking at, what all the Patreons are looking at. We do one-on-ones. We get in there and we try to figure out what your trading style is and get you a button-down strategy and teach you tips and tricks along the way to be profitable. You can go pay $1,000 somewhere else and get the same information that we're giving you here at DCA. We don't believe in charging people crazy amounts of money like that. We want to stay fair. We want to do this for the blue collar guy, and it helps us all out. So get in there to the Patreon group, guys, and get joined up with that, and join the guys making kick-ass gains. They're making some really good trades in there, and they're learning a lot. Just in the few weeks, almost a month, maybe a little over a month, some of the guys have been in there. They're doing awesome. I mean, it's almost like they've been trading for a couple years now with some of the knowledge and some of the stuff that they're posting that they have learned and that we've taught them. They're doing really good. So shout out to all the Patreons. You guys rock. And thanks for joining. With you guys hitting the like button and sharing our stuff and getting the word out about us, it helps us and we appreciate it big time. If you guys want some DCA swag, go over to Bybit Referral. You guys can use the coupon code free shipping as long as you're inside the US, I do believe. Chris will get you free shipping on all of your orders, and the stuff is good quality clothes. I mean, it's not any junky iron-on stuff. The fabric's nice. Everything is printed on. Very good quality. So get over there, guys. Check that out. Get some DCA swag. Anything that has my name on it or says Variant 8 is probably the best stuff to buy, I would say. Just throwing that out there. But guys, this is not trading advice. This is not financial advice. Trade at your own risk. And leverage trading is the fastest way to make money and the fastest way to lose it. Being new traders, there's all kinds of things that you guys will run into, and a lot of us over at DCA Adventure have taken our bumps and bruises, so we want to pass the knowledge on to you guys so you don't have to. You're able to make a good roadmap to success, and we can slowly get you learning how to be a profitable trader. And it's not easy. It will take time, and you have to be dedicated, and you really have to want it, or it's not going to work out for you. We do have our Friday night live streams. You guys get with us on Friday. We all get together and we just talk and hang out and talk about whatever. It isn't necessarily crypto related, but a lot of the times it is. But we talk about anything. It's a good time. So join in on Fridays. We've been having lots of giveaways. Our boy Gundy, we have the Bitcoin swear jar, and that guy is constantly giving giveaways. I think he likes to give away his Bitcoin more than he likes to hodl it. It's what I'm starting to get the feeling of from Gundy. But yeah, guys, let's jump right into this. We're looking at CoinGecko right here, and the narrative across the board with Bitcoin right now is, I think it's about 50-50. We got a bunch of bulls trying to get everybody pumped up and say, hey, we're going to the moon, and then we got the bears saying, oh, we're gonna crash, and personally, I am still bearish. I don't think we're gonna be going to the moon anytime soon. and that's only because of the economy. And it's we may see some pumps here with all the money that the government keeps printing and stuff like that, but these are just we're synthetically pumping the markets. Nothing good is going to come of it. That's why I'm still bearish. And we're going to go over both the scenarios on Bitcoin, what to look for if we do decide to go up, and what to look for signs that we're going to go down, and how we should play them, and what we should do accordingly. So we'll get into that later on into the video. But right now, in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 4.2% and down 3.7% in the last week. Ethereum is up 3.4% today, and it is down 1.1% over the last week. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at 2.1% for the last 24 hours and down 3% for the last week. So I like Bitcoin Cash, guys. One of the few cryptos when I started my trading journey, I made the most money off of was leverage trading this. Litecoin, we got 3.6% up for the last 24 hours and down 1.1 for the week. Not too bad. Binance Coin, 1.7% today, down 2.6 for the week. Chainlink, I like Chainlink. We are up 0.4% and we're down 5.5%. Crypto.com, guys. I had posted a link in the Discord. If you guys get into the Discord, you guys will see the link in there. Join that with my link. You'll get $50 in Bitcoin. I do believe you got to stake it for 6 months though. But whatever, it's free $50. So get in there and get that. Stellar Lumens up 1.7% for the day, down 7%. I like Stellar. It's easy to send. You can send fast. It's very cheap. Miggity Monero, we're up 4.1% today, down 0.4% for the week. And the time of recording this, guys, is 5/27/2020. You won't see this till 5/28, so these numbers may be a bit different. Ethereum Classic, Nem and Mikkel really like this one. We're up 0.5% for the day, and we're up 4.1% for the week, so that's pretty good. Like that. See if there's anything else really. Dogecoin, we're up 2.1% for the day and up 2% for the week. That's pretty sweet. Stable coins are red, and you guys know if the stable coins are red, usually Bitcoin and altcoins are green. Engine Coin, 19.6% for today, up 31.7% for the week. Heck yes, I hold some Engine Coin, so that's good. Good. I always like seeing that. Looks like we're pretty much green across the board today, guys. That's a good thing when we're green. I've been trying to teach the guys that while we are in an overall downtrend, that we try to just look for shorting opportunities. There's no reason to try too long in a downtrend. It's like trying to trade a falling knife. It's very risky to do. It's a lot easier to just catch the pump and short it, and let your asset make money naturally going up, and then we'll force it to make money going down. So either way, our asset's making money 24/7 if we're trading. So just something to keep in mind, guys. Why risk longing when you can just let it go up by itself? There's no point in it right now. If you guys have been watching our video and you are subscribed, then obviously until we get past the 10.5 area, I'm not longing anything. I may scalp trade here and there, but as far as my overall outlook and what I'm teaching the guys is we are not longing. We're not looking for them right now. Anyways, there are some guys in there that are, they're progressing and they are starting to get in on some of the scalp trades a little bit. So, yes, we can long, but we're not. This is not what we're doing and looking at overall, so to speak. Look at Electronium down there. It is up 19% today, up 19.1% for the week. I don't know if anybody mines this on their phone. I do. I've been doing it since it first came out, and I've made a couple $100 just from it running on my phone for free. Get in the Discord, guys. I'll have the link in there for that too. Using my link, you will mine faster. You'll mine more on your phone. It's simulated mining. It's not real mining. Also, guys, if you decide that you want to learn how to leverage trade and you want to use my links, they will be in the description. I have one for Phemex and one for Bybit. I have tutorials on both of those exchanges, so you guys can go in there and look at watch a tutorial, learn how to use the exchange. It goes over a little bit of the basics of leverage trading, so uh, get in there, and by using them links, guys, it helps me a ton. We're not like a lot of these other crypto places where we're charging thousands of dollars to get to our info and our tools. We don't believe in that. We want to do everything for everybody at a fair price. Do this for the blue collar guy like me, like you. We want everybody to learn and everybody to prosper. That's what we do at DCA. We're not our number one goal is not to get rich off of you guys at all. So using these links and helping me out with the affiliate really helps me, and it it helps all of us, helps all of DCA. So would really appreciate you guys using that. All right, so we're gonna flip right over here to Bitcoin. Go over here to the daily real quick. 250, 121. Okay, got them all on there. All right, guys, we are right here on the daily chart, and if you notice, we are hitting the 21-day moving average right now. We need to get up above that with a close in order, in my opinion, to stay bullish. Around the 9,300 area is the key area right now for us to have a chance to continue the move up. If we can break the 9,300, 9,350, then obviously we're going to go up to the next level. But this neckline over here on this old head and shoulders we had on the left of the chart, seems like we have quite a bit of resistance through there, and then even at the top here, around the 98, $10,000 area, we had pretty heavy resistance. We did get rejected. We did have a golden cross back here. I've been teaching my guys that anytime a slower moving average crosses anytime a faster moving average crosses a slower, you would say a golden cross, but this is not the case. A golden cross is only when the 50-day crosses the 200-day, and same with a death cross, only when the 50-day crosses underneath the 200-day. So we can't really call all the other moving averages golden crosses. We can just call them moving average crossover. So I'm going to have to try to get my guys to switch up the thinking on that. That was my fault. I know I knew better, but it was just easier to explain that way and to get them to pay attention to these moving averages. They are very important. Moving averages, volume, and how candles work are like the three main things that you really should be studying when you first get into trading. Obviously, market cycles and fear and greed and all that stuff come into play too. But volume and candles are like the biggest thing you guys want to learn. And support and resistance. If you can find your support and your resistance and you can find the key areas, it'll coincide with every other indicator that you guys are using. So just something to make note of. I did tell you guys though that when we did have the golden cross, that a lot of times we get the opposite reaction at first. Okay, these moving averages and the golden crosses, it is a long-term indicator, so it does not necessarily pop off right at the cross. All right, and as you can see, when we did get the cross, we actually did come down and dumped. We stopped right at the 21-day moving average. We did hold up there for a second as support, but you can see that we did break through. We came back for the test and tested as resistance. We did reject there and then broke down, and that's where we're right back now. We're coming back for another retest. We need to break this area. We need to break this moving average and get a close above it. Like I said, guys, around 9,300 is what we're looking for. So a close above this would be right there in the 9,300 area. We need to do that, in my opinion, to be considered bullish, I guess. You could have kind of said this might be a shitty head and shoulders getting ready to maybe play out possibly, but I don't think it's gonna be that way. It'd be nice to see maybe a cup and handle action going on here and get the little squiggly handle and break up to the upside. But I don't see it happening, guys. If we get the close above this 21 day moving average, then my outlook's going to be a little bit different. I will be looking obviously at the 10,000 area. 10,300 is a key area. We need to break that to get to the 10.5, and then once we get to the 10.5, if we can break that and we can close above 10.5, that is super super bullish. You'll really see things start to pop off then. But until that happens, guys, I'm looking for the shorts. I'm going to try to short all the pumps. I'm going to try to get in at the top when I can. Life's been pretty hectic for me here lately, so I have not been trading as much, but I have been keeping an eye on things. And so far, watching this 21 day moving average is key right now. And if we do reject here at the 21 moving average, be looking for that fall back down here to the 50. The 50 day moving average is right around the 83, 8400 area. I'd be looking for that. And if you look left on your chart, you can see right here at the 50, if we shoot a line straight across there, that's support, acting as support all the way through. So we may get a breakdown to the 83, 8400 area, and then we're gonna have to watch there. We've been trading a lot of breakout trades in the Discord. I've been teaching the guys how to read them, how to trade it. What we're doing is we're drawing triangles and we're trading the breakout. So you don't necessarily have to play the guessing game. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? You're just playing the breakout. And I'll tell you what, just in the 4 trades that I have done here recently, I've over 6x'd my portfolio, or my holdings, what I risked in the trade. So super good, guys. The breakout trades are easy to do, super simple. Like I said, it takes all the guesswork and all the hard crap out of it. You just got to be there when it happens. You got to be at the right place at the right time. Another pattern that I've been talking a lot about to the guys too are these M patterns that we seem to get. I trade these. Usually I'll wait to the first one. If I see the second one form, I'll try to get in over here. Obviously, you can look at the candles and tell, we're losing steam and we're getting weaker. And that's all about, learning how candles and stuff work. That's why you guys need to get into the Discord, especially if you are new and you are wanting to learn how to trade, because we take you from the very beginning all the way up to making profitable trades. So you guys don't want to miss it, especially it's cheap. It's super cheap. Like I said, we're not charging thousands of dollars, so might want to might something to think about, something to keep in the back of your head that we're doing, and you might want to do it. When we do have all kinds of sweet tools, I do have another Discord called Crypto Mentors. My right hand man Astro Park is running it right now. He's doing a kick-ass job. He's busting his butt. He actually just came out with an automatic trade bot today, so you will be able to subscribe to this bot and it will automatically trade for you. Still are testing right now, so once it's launched all the way, then you guys will get access to that. Links for the Crypto Mentors Discord will be in the description as well, as long as the other ones too. You got Doge Lord Insiders and you got the Family Mine along with DCA. So the Family Mine, that's Crypto, Mikkel and Nemesis. Get in there with them guys. They're going to teach you how to mine for profit. And then obviously the Crypto Mentors Discord is just about trading and stuff like that. And then DCA is a collective of all of us. We do got my buddy Nefarious over there. He's been helping me out big time with the trading channel there. If I can't be in there and I'm not there all the time, he usually is. He all the time posting good charts. Guys, TA is super spot on. So get in there, talk to him. He'll help you out. You need to know anything or want to learn something, he's definitely one of the guys you want to talk to. Down here, this is the DCA oscillating script, As you can see here, it has a bunch of different stuff on here. I'm not going to go into detail too much about it right now. There is videos on this. You guys go back into the playlist, you'll see the video we have on this thing. I just wanted to make note that the VWAP is the yellow wave. It's kind of sitting back behind the green wave, so it's a little hard to see, but the VWAP is up above the 0 mark, and the 0 mark is the line that cuts the script in half. So when everything is under the 0, you want to be looking for the oversold area and be looking for a move up. When everything is above 0 and it gets into the overbought, then be looking for everything to come down, looking for price to come down. But yeah, this the VWAP is volume weighted moving average, so it is above 0. That's good. You usually want to be holding Bitcoin when it's above 0. The money flow index wave is still green, guys. That is a good sign. And it doesn't happen very often on the daily that this money flow index wave changes from green to red. So when it does, usually we get really nice moves while it's green, and vice versa with this red. You know, you really don't even got to worry about the color if you're just following every little movement of the wave, because it's gonna track this thing pretty good. If it says it's going up, like right here is probably you could probably call that a divergence type deal, but you can see how the wave follows the price pretty accurately. And then here, even though it is red, but once it starts curling up, you see up here, you follow it straight up, it did indeed go up. So get in there, get this script, guys. It has all the important stuff that you need. There's no need to get on TradingView and put on 50 million indicators. You don't need them. You could just have this DCA script. You can run a free version of TradingView, and this has 8 or 9 different indicators in it coded together. So you know, the free version of TradingView only lets you use 3 indicators at a time. So this is a little workaround using the script, but I definitely recommend getting in there and getting it for sure. You guys don't need to take my word for it. Get in there and talk to the guys in Discord. They'll tell you what's up and what they're doing, if they like it, what their honest opinions are. But that's what we're looking at on the daily, guys. We're looking for a break above the 21 moving average and a close above it to be bullish. If that does not happen, I have a bad feeling that we're definitely going to come back down and probably see the 87 to 8800 area. That's our first little spot of support. If this doesn't hold, then be looking for the move down to the 50-day. And usually that's what will happen. We'll see. If we could get this 50-day up over the 21 moving average, it would be even better. But right now, as long as the 50-day stays above the 200-day and the 100-day moving average, guys, every time we come down to test it, you could probably long it, okay? And I've showed you guys this strategy a million times throughout the videos. Let me take off the 21 so it doesn't confuse you. Okay, so when the 50-day is on top of the 200 and 100-day moving average, every time we came down to it and tested, you could have longed it. Okay, because it does act as support when the candles are on top of the moving average. And then vice versa, when the candles are underneath the moving averages, they are acting as resistance. You definitely want to keep note of this. Don't be trying to trade the strategy on the 50-day when the 50-day is underneath the 100 and 200-day moving average. The strategy does not work. It needs to be above the two slower moving averages. Pretty simple strategy. Just every time it tests it, go ahead and long it. Or you can say, okay, well, I know that when we get down here, we're probably going to get ready for a nice move up, so you could be ready for the short. Either way, right now I would recommend shorting. That's what I am doing. And then you can throw this 21-day up. When the 21-day moving average is over top of the 50, the 100, and 200-day, you can do the same strategy. Every time we come down and test it, you can long, take profit at the top, come back down, long, and this acts as support when we are on top until it doesn't. And if we break below, it acts as resistance until it doesn't. You can see that we follow the 21 a little bit more tighter than we do with the other ones. That's just because it's a faster moving average. We're going to go over here to the monthly. I've drawn this. This is the biggest bull flag here that Bitcoin's made in history. And you guys can see that we did break the bull flag. We did break outside of it. Came right back in. We do have 3 days and 23 hours left in the monthly candle, guys. So if we can get a break out of the flag and we can get a close on the outside of it, that's going to be very bullish in my opinion. This is the same type of breakout trades that I am teaching the guys now. Obviously on a higher time frame, like a monthly time frame, it's going to take a lot longer to play out. But this would be a perfect example to show you guys exactly what we're doing on these breakout trades. So we will draw a triangle and we'll say, okay guys, I'll post a signal in the Discord and I'll say, this is the triangle I'm playing, this is the time frame I'm playing, trade the breakout. And the guys already know in the Discord how to set this up and how to trade it. And that's the biggest thing, that's one of my biggest goals in doing this. I don't want you guys to rely on me. You shouldn't do that. I'm teaching you to rely on yourself, to make money for yourself. You should never, ever, ever rely on somebody else and somebody else's signals. There's all kinds of different YouTubers out there. That $1,000 for this crew and $1,000 for this indicator and blah 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 blah. And for real, guys, you don't need to do any of that bull crap. You can learn some simple strategies. Get into our Discords. We will help you for super, super cheap. And you will learn stuff like what I'm about to show you right now. But when I post a signal and say this is a triangle, this is the time frame, the guys will go in. They can draw the triangle right on the exact same time frame that I'm looking at. And what we're doing is we're just waiting and watching. So let's say we break the top of the triangle. I'm gonna go long right here immediately, and then I put my stop right back here on the inside of the triangle. Okay, because 80% of the time when we break out of the triangle, we keep going. It never usually comes back 80% of the time, but occasionally it will come back. So when it does come back, you want your stop in there, because if it does come back and breaches the inside of the triangle again, it's probably going to go all the way through it, and you definitely want to, have your stop in there as your safety net. You shouldn't even be entering a trade unless you plan on putting a stop loss in. There's no excuse for getting liquidated. It kind of pisses me off when I hear people getting liquidated. Like, well, how many times you got to liquidate yourself before you're going to take your lazy ass and put a stop loss in there? It's not hard. It takes 3 seconds. You should not be entering a trade unless you know where you're putting your stop loss and you know where you're putting your take profit. There's no excuse for getting liquidated. None at all. So keep that in mind, guys. Stop loss. Have a trading plan. Have a checklist. If the trade does not meet your checklist, you don't enter it. If you don't have a clue on where to put a stop loss, then you're not trading. If you don't know where you should be putting your take profit, you're not trading. These are all things that you will learn in the DCA Discord, in the Crypto Mentors Discord. You will learn how to do all this stuff. Yes, it can seem crazy at times when we got crazy price moves and volatility and stuff like that. Usually with new guys, I tell them to sit on their hands in times like that. It's a little bit safer. But what we're teaching in these Discords are some of the most easiest and less risky ways to trade. You don't have to have $1 million to make a few bucks. If it works with $1, it'll work with $1 million. And you guys can go in the Discord and you can see that my strategies are working. You can see that I have winning trades. I have a lot more winning than I do losing. So stop missing out. Stop losing money. Stop listening to Joe, Dick, Tom, and Terry over there on YouTube and what they're doing, because I guarantee a lot of them are getting wrecked all the time. So, uh, and then the same way too, guys. If we break the bottom of the triangle, I would be shorting right here, putting my stop right back here. That way, if we break the triangle and we come back to retest it and we don't hold as resistance here and we break through, my stop's going to get me out. Because a lot of times, if we come down and we come back for a retest and we do breach it, it goes all the way through. So that stop will get you out of there. You'll lose a teeny tiny bit, but that's nothing compared to what could happen if you didn't put a stop and it came all the way back through. Yes, you can trade inside the triangle. Do I recommend it? No, I don't. As you can see how choppy this is, even for a monthly triangle, this is pretty choppy. Most people are, especially new traders, well, why wouldn't you short at the top of the line? Well, yeah, you could have shorted the top of the line. That would have been a nice trade. But you see how all these candles here, like, almost looks like a dragonfly doji here. Let's say you would have went long and then boom, chopped you off at the knees, liquidation. So it's easier to trade the breakout, in my opinion. And this is how we're doing them. Super easy. Like I said, guys, 80% of the time when it breaks a triangle, it just keeps on going. It rockets up. For a picture perfect trade, though, what you would want to see, you'd want to see the breakout of the triangle. You'd go short or go long, okay? And then typically you would want to see it come back and test this as support, and you'd want to see this validate, and then we would have a continuation to the upside. This is how you want them to play out. They don't always come back and do the retest, which is fine, but obviously if you are longing at the break, you need to be looking at the very first level of resistance, and that's the level you want to be looking at to set your take profit. Whether you want to dump 50% of your position or you want to dump 100%, it just depends on how much volume we have come in. A lot of times we can get just enough that it'll push us up to the next level, or get crazy wicks up to the next level. So when it comes to take profit, I usually will dump 50% at the first level, and then I will put the other 50% at the next level of resistance. And then as I'm doing that, I am creeping my stop up too. I'm moving my stop up behind me. In profit, I'm locking them in no matter what. So if something does happen, we do get a pullback, at least I'm getting out with profit. And we try to teach everybody in the discords to do that too. As soon as you get a decent lead on your trade, go ahead and move your stop. If you can get 25-30% gain and get ahead, move your stop to break even. Once you get to like 75-100% gain, move your stop to 50%. And so forth. You want to give it enough wiggle room to where it can come back and test support and then keep on going higher, or vice versa. You want it to come back, test resistance, and keep on going down. So you don't want to be putting your stop losses and all your stuff like right out of resistance or right out of support, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to get tagged out, and then you're just going to get chewed up in fees. But this is the monthly. This is the biggest bull flag. Guys, draw this on here. Keep watch on it. Like I said, we only got 3 days, 23 hours left in the monthly candle. So this is these next few days are going to be interesting. And a lot of times, guys, on the last Friday of the month, futures close. The contracts expire, and usually when that happens, we do get a pretty big dump. If you look back in the history on a futures chart, you will see the last Friday of the month are almost all dumps. So pay attention to that. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's a very good possibility, especially if we don't get the close above this, or we don't close above 9,300 area. So be watching for that, guys. click off of that one. We're going to go back to the daily because I got all my MAs here. We're going to scroll over to the week. Check out the week. Back to regular candles. Alright guys, so we're getting ready to have another moving average crossover, and that's the 21 week is getting ready to cross over the 50. If we can get that cross, it's going to be, we're going to probably see a nice move up. You see back here, we did cross underneath the 50-day, and when that happened, we did get the dump. You can see it right here. As soon as we crossed underneath, my faster moving average, the 21 week, is the purple line. The 50 week moving average is the blue line. So once we did get the cross under, and once that happened, we broke down. We've never closed underneath the 200 moving average on the weekly. So keep note of that, guys. We did drop down there and test it a few times, and if we were to do the same now, it is about the $6,000 area, $5,900 area. Not saying it's going to, but it's possible. Obviously, we need this weekly candle to close above the 8,800 to keep us going on the weekly chart here. If it does break down, we could definitely see a test of the 21 week, and that's at the 8,200 mark. We do have decent support in that area. If you look left on your chart, it's all the way through there. See, we got bam, bam. That's support, support, resistance, support, support, resistance, and it just carries on over to support. So keep an eye on that, guys. The weekly time frame, that's why I use the 21 moving average. I like looking at that moving average specifically on the weekly. A lot of information here with these moving averages. They tell you a lot. You can put more weight into these on the higher time frames. And obviously, if we don't get the crossover, if we don't get the 21 crossing over the 50, and we do break down, obviously we're going to go to the 8,200 area first for support. We break that, then we're looking right at the 100 week moving average at 7,000. 7,000 area, I could definitely see us getting to that area. I think that we will see it sooner than later, in my opinion. And then if that 100 week moving average does not hold up, then best believe we will jump down there to that 200 week moving average, and that is at the $6,000 area. Not financial advice, but I do have, for my personal spot trading, my personal Bitcoin buys, I do have them laddered down from around 6,000 and lower, just in case. You know, it's extra money that I got sitting there, so why not just have it on the order book just in case something happens and we do get a dip down that low. You know, anytime you can pick up a little bit of cheaper Bitcoin is always good. Always good. Alright, let's check a 3-day chart and see what it has to say. Ooh, we got some interesting stuff going on a 3-day chart. Okay, so we got the 21 period moving average getting ready to cross over the 50 and possibly cross over the 100. If this happens, then expect to see a spike back up to the 95, 9600 area for sure. And then obviously, you guys, we need to close above that. And if not, then yeah, we could come back down here. Here's the 82 right at the 50 and 21 period moving average, right where them two meet, is right around $8,200. Down here at the 200 period is around the $7,000 mark. And it's very possible, guys. Let's see what the trend looks like here. So if we were to draw us a trend line, now this trend is valid. Yes, we have some wicks here, but we did not close underneath of it. So this is a valid trend line. And right now we are testing or we did recently just test the bottom of it. So it's all, it just depends, guys. If we get to volume, we need volume. You could probably draw a triangle here. Stupid line. There we go. Probably draw you a little line like that. And then how I like to make my triangles is I try to find the support. Boom, shoot it across. Pretend like that one ain't there. So if we were playing this triangle on the 3-day, same rules apply, guys. This is how we're trading them in the Discord. It breaks above or long, and it breaks below or shorten, and we're just putting our stops right back behind the line, whichever way you go. But I feel, in my honest opinion, that we still got some time to go down. Maybe, hopefully, I'm wrong. Maybe we'll take off there. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, let's go over here to a 2-day. See what our 2-day looks like. Get all that noise off of there. Okay, so we got the 21 moving average crossing over the 200 moving average. So we could potentially see a nice little pump here, guys. You can see here, this is the last time it crossed. The last time the 21 crossed over top of the 200, and you guys can see what happened. So let's just take a quick measurement and see when this crossed. We had 141% move. So let's scrunch that down here. Cross. $141% move would put us back in the $20,000 area. I don't think that is going to be the case, but you never know. It may be. We are on top of the moving averages, guys, so that's a good sign. Just it's something to pay attention to on all time frames. If we are above the moving averages, you can use them as support. If we're below them, you can use them as resistance. But you can best believe if we break below any of these, it's going to be bad for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gonna fall, and that's what I think is going to happen. I think for sure we're going to see the $7,000 area again. We're struggling. We're at 92.30 right now, somewhere's around in there. We're trying to get up over that 93. We got to get a close above it, whether it's today or tomorrow. Here soon, it has to happen. That's all I got really for Bitcoin, guys. Obviously, it's gonna go up or down. We just gotta know what to do whenever it decides to do what it's gonna do. That's why I'm looking for the fake outs. I'm looking for everybody screaming that this thing's going up and it's gonna get everybody excited, and that's when the big money grab happens. You get everybody super excited thinking this thing's going to the moon, and then they come in and they slaughter everybody, and that's how this works. Is how exchanges and these whales make money. And this very well could be a bull trap, and we could potentially be getting slaughtered. Dang it. If you guys look, it kind of looks like we might be getting. It's not. No, it's not a head and shoulders. It kind of looked like it there for a minute. We do on the 2-day. We do have a green money flow index wave, and you do see the VWAP wave. It is starting to curl up there above 0, so that's what we're looking for. Or no, it is above 0. It's up here. So as long as it's above zero, I guess we're okay. You start to see it turn down, I'd be getting out of Bitcoin. We did get to oversold here. We did come down. Yeah, I mean it's hit or miss, guys. Try to draw your triangles like I showed you. Try to trade a couple breakout trades. Once you guys do that and you see how easy it is, you can work that into one of your main strategies, one of your main ways to trade. That's one of my main ways that I trade. So that's it for Bitcoin. We're going to go over to Ethereum now. This is Ethereum on the monthly. I'm going to have to put all my moving averages back up again. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Nope. Nope, I thought I was going to have my moving averages back on there. I didn't want to take the time and put everything back on there, but I'm going to have to. Sorry, guys. I should have already had this done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to go... That was my 100. Okay. Do my 200. Now I know it's like this. I'll make sure I don't do this on Litecoin. 50. Yep. 100, 250, and 21. Okay, on our monthly chart, obviously, it don't have very much information here for the moving averages, which is no big deal on Litecoin. 3 days, 23 hours left on the monthly, and you can see it right now. If it was to stay like this and play out as a doji, because that's exactly what that is right there. If it stays like this, we could see a potential moonshot. Probably, I'd say at least to the 220, 230 area. And then from there, we'd probably see the 283, maybe even 300. That's on a monthly chart. But a monthly doji, guys, is very powerful. Very, very powerful. So something to watch. Like you can see here, we had an uptrend. We came down. Doji, boom, skyrocket. And as you can see, there's not very many dojis on here. We have one there, and we have another one over here on Ethereum. So it tends to do the opposite of what the previous trend was. So like here we were going down, so this would have been a bottom, and that's where you want to see the dojis, at the bottoms or at the tops. Dojis just mean that price is indecisive. Bulls and bears are fighting. Usually means reversal. We're going to go down to a 1 week on Ethereum. We are getting ready for a cross on the 21 moving average and the 50. Hopefully the 21 crosses up over the 50. If it doesn't, and we get to 50 crossing back below the 21, we're going to see a dump. Obviously, It crossed here, the 21 crossed under, and we did get the dump. But then you guys see it did have the reverse effect and came all the way up, and it actually broke through the 21, the 50, and the 100 day or the 100 period. The 200 week moving average is right here, and it doesn't. It's not really telling us anything, but we could definitely see a possible move up here to the 220, 250 area. One thing I wanted to point out to you guys, these candles, if you're using regular candles, we get these candles that look like tweezers right here on the bottoms. Usually when we get them like this, it's a big dump. So just a candle pattern to recognize that when we get a bullish engulfing, a bearish engulfing, and they're side by side, and we got wicks that look like tweezers, a lot of times it dumps. It dumps bad. And we've had a couple here on Bitcoin here recently. But be looking for these moving average crosses. Definitely could get that pump up there to the 250. I would say if we don't and we break down, we reject off that. Right now we're closing over the 100 week moving average. If it does close there, that would be bullish in my opinion. We might see that little spike to 250. Probably will be short lived and we'll break back down. If we do break down though, be looking for the 171, and then you could probably say 123 to $80. Now if we scroll back onto the chart, we could go even lower and say, freaking $50, $55, whatever it was, one of the lows. But you can come in here and you could draw a triangle right on this thing and play the breakout. Now a weekly time frame, it's going to take a little bit longer, but you can do it if you have patience. I don't know if that's really that good of an example how you would trade that. It's kind of like a symmetrical triangle. I typically don't make my triangles like that. I kind of do this type of thing. I'll come over to the very end of it and I'll make one. Do something like that. Shoot my line over for support, and then I'm playing this breakout in here. Then you ain't got to worry about all this noise and all this noise. You can just be focused on this area. But yeah, I'm gonna say anywhere from we can get up there to the 250 area, 230 to 250. If we don't and we end up breaking down and we break underneath that moving average on the 100 day or the 100 week, definitely be looking for the 150, 160 area, and then lower, 123, 125 down to $80. I think the low could be around $80 to $85 on Ethereum. I'll definitely be scooping some up if it gets that low again. Let's go down to the 1 day on Ethereum. Turn my moving averages back on. And you guys, we could sit here and draw trend lines, and we could do do all kinds of crazy ass drawings on here. To me, I feel like it's easier to just show you the moving averages, explain where the key areas are at to watch, and what simple things that you can do, that you can draw on your chart, and see what's gonna see how everything's gonna play out. Like here's another decent breakout triangle that you could trade. Super easy. Find the support where we got a lot of the most touches. Boom. As you can see, we're testing the top of that triangle now. We break out above it, go long. We break below it, go short. This is on the daily. We did have a 50 crossover on the 100. That's good. We are above the 21-day moving average. I would suspect that will probably come back down, at least touch it around $200 mark. Something to keep note of, guys. We do have pretty heavy resistance up here at the 213, 220 area, and we have decent support down around the 195 to 200. So be looking for like a 202, a 203, a drop to there if we don't break this triangle. And then if we don't stop at the 21-day moving average and it doesn't hold us as support and we break down from it, then I'm going to be playing the breakout on this triangle. I'm not so much going to be trying to trade inside of here right now. I think it's a lot easier to wait. So that's my plan. That's what I will be doing. But like I said, guys, there's tons of different ways that you can draw lines. There's tons of different, you could pull your Fibonacci retracement tool out. You could use your fib extension tool. There's so many different ways that you guys could get a plan built and a strategy built on what you're looking at, and get several different viewpoints and perspectives of the same asset. So this is why I scroll all the way on the highest time frame, and I start working my way down, and I'm picking out the bullish and bearish scenarios out of each time frame, and then I kind of try to make my educated decision on what I'm going to do and how I'm going to play it out from there. And then obviously we're looking at key areas of support and resistance, and if you guys are interested in learning how to do this and make some of these easy trades, get in that Patreon. And as soon as you join, I will be getting with you to set up a one-on-one. I'll get with you. You can ask the guys in there anytime that I am free, and if I have time, I have no problem at all calling you up on Discord and having to sit down with you, and we'll go over charts. We'll go over things that you don't understand. We will work with you and help you until you understand what it is that you are wanting to learn. There's not a lot of crypto places out here that are doing this right now where you can actually talk to them and have a one-on-one and have an actual relationship with them on a daily basis, like we have in the DCA Discord and like we have in the Crypto Mentors Discord. Everybody in there is just one big family. Everybody helps everybody out. For the most part, there ain't no shit talking. There ain't nobody belittling anybody. Everybody's just, we're all supporting each other. We're all trying to learn from each other. Super, super great place to be, guys. And you don't have to spend $1,000. So that's even better. It's a win-win. Win-win. Alright, so that's Ethereum on the daily. We don't really need to go down on the smaller time frames because, there's nothing, unless you're scalp trading, really nothing too much to see. You can see the bigger triangle that I drew on the daily. This is it, on the 4 hours. So we are at the top. It looks like this is a lot more trading room right in here. Okay, and it is. You could probably trade this, but the breakouts are easier, guys. The breakouts are easier. So let's switch this over to Litecoin since my moving averages are already up. Cryptocurrency. Alright, let's go to the month on Litecoin. Nothing really to see. The 21-month moving average is at $58. So that's a potential area to be watching for a wick up or a test to the $58. Again, guys, I'm still bearish on everything, so I think it'll be short-lived if we do get that high on Litecoin. And then obviously we have very good support around the $35, $34 area. Could even go as low as 25, but the $30, $35 area is what I would be banking on. I'd be putting my money on for a drop too. And then again, there's another triangle that you could play for a breakout, just like this. Shoot your resistance or support across there, and then just wait. And obviously it's going to take a hell of a long time because we are on a monthly time frame here. So let's scroll down to a 1 week and see what the weekly is looking like. So we got the 50 about to cross under the 100. Um, if that happens, then we could potentially see a dump. You can see that the 50 crossed over the 100 here. We did get a little bit of a rise, but then it did dump all the way down. Now we came back up and tested that 21-week moving average as resistance, right at the $50 area. Make notes of that, because that's going to be a tough area to break, is this 21-week moving average. I don't think we'll get any higher than 50 bucks, 55 at the most. We do got a nice little trend going on, a nice trend line that you could draw here. I'm not going to do it, but you guys could if you wanted. And then obviously if we can break the 21-week moving average and we can get a close above it, well, you could potentially, $60 areas in the cards. Up here at the moving averages here is where I'd be looking to test. If you guys notice, though, these moving averages are lining right up with support and resistance. Okay, so we're looking left on our chart. Right here we have a ton of support. What happens with old support? Old support turns into new resistance on the right of your chart. So I mean, everything lines up and coincides with each other. If you're for some reason not seeing it right, and you're drawing something wrong, or you're not looking at something right, but for the most part, these moving averages will line right up with a support or resistance as they act like it, support and resistance. And you could see, if you would have ran your 21 week moving average trading strategy here, every time you would have tested the 21 week, you'd longed, and I mean, you'd have had some hella gains through there. And then obviously, as soon as we break the 21 and we come up and test it as resistance, short the shit out of it. And it comes down, come up to test. And obviously there wasn't very many times we tested it in through there, and not very many times we tested it down through there. So I'd say 50% of the time, when we get close to it and test it, we're breaking through it, top or bottom, either way it goes. So be watching for that. Let's see here. Yeah, 25 bucks would be about the low that I would say. And the high, the very high, the tippy top most I think that we'll see, if we get this high, is $60. But I don't see us making it there, guys. I think we'll dump back down to the $35, $36 area first. And I'm bullish overall on cryptocurrency. Obviously, I'd like to see it go up, but other than my long-term belief of being bullish on it, other than that, I don't give two craps about what Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, gold, silver. I don't care what any of them do. The only thing I'm worried about, and what is important, is how can we make money off of these, and how we can make very low risk, very profitable trades. And that's the goal. And that's what we'll teach you how to do in the DCA Discord, and we will teach you how to do it in Crypto Mentors. If trading is not your thing, but you still would like to make some of these gains, get in there and get subscribed to Astro Park's trading bots. He's getting some bugs and stuff worked out on the newest one. We do have one other one, and it spits out trades every day, so you can get in there. I think he's still doing the sale. I think $10 a month, and you can get access to just the bot, and it'll spit out signals every day, on different time frames. So you could get in there, and for $10 a month, I think you could play around with that bot. I'm not sure what he's gonna do with pricing on the new bot. Obviously, he'll probably do a flash sale, and he does that a lot. He does sales all the time. So just keep an eye out for him. Join the Discord, like I said, and you guys will be able to get access to all that. And just the free stuff we have in there alone is awesome. You can learn all kinds of stuff in there in the free channel. So there is a free trading in the view channel in the DCA Discord. And then obviously we have the other ones are all locked. You won't even be able to see them unless you are in the Patreon group. And same with the crypto mentors. There are a ton of free channels in there. And then there are several locked ones that you will not see unless you pay for premium. We'll scroll down to the daily on Litecoin. We had the 100-day cross under the 200-day. Now it looks like we got the 21-day crossing under the 50-day. If that happens, and same works with these guys. Normally when we get these crossovers, sometimes the opposite effect happens first, and then it comes down. So it wouldn't surprise me to see a little bit of a spike. Looking over here, the 100-day moving average is sitting right at the $46 mark. For Litecoin to be bullish, in my opinion, it needs to get a close over the $44 area. It needs to close above that 50-day moving average and hold there. If we don't hold there and we break below it, then $40 is on the table, $39. $37, and just keep going down each level. This is where you'd probably pull a fib retracement and see where it could possibly go. Swing low, swing high. You can see down here at the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, we had a couple touches, but the 382 is where we're touching the most. So that's right at around the $41, $40 area. Be looking for that. It could get a retrace down to there. That's about it for Litecoin. Let's go to... I'm just going to type in gold here so I can use my MA still. Alright, let's see if we can get back to 1 month. Okay, so on the gold, wow, we're getting up there pretty nice. I'd be looking for a potential double top maybe at the 1905, 1921 would be double top area on the monthly. Now, these big M patterns that I play out, this is a big one. So you could potentially take a short here. We are at the top on the monthly, and we got 1 day, 20 hours left on the monthly for gold. That's the futures market, I do believe, so that yep, makes sense. We do got the 21. It did cross over the 100 here, and it crossed over the 50 there. So in my opinion, I wouldn't think it would go much higher. It's probably going to reject up here. We are above all the moving averages on the monthly, so you can see over here how much we really took off when that happened. And then we're starting it again right here. So this may be setting up for another huge run, or it may be a fake out, guys, and it's something that you really have to pay attention and be mindful of. It could be a huge fake out. If we do break down in this area, be looking for the 1427, 1430 area, and then obviously from there we got a huge pile of support right here, and that's sitting right at the 1360, 1370 mark. And then you have another decent area right here at the 1180. So something to keep an eye on. If you guys are on Phemex exchange, you guys can trade gold over there. I've been trading it. I love Phemex. I love how you can have multiple different accounts all in one account. Super easy to click back and forth. I got an account just for trading gold. I got an account for shorts. I got a sub account for longs. I think I got like 10 sub accounts, and each one of them have different amounts of crypto and fiat in there. so I can do different things. I can hedge against different positions. And you guys get in there, use my link. You will get a bonus. And you guys will have access if you need any customer support or you need anything like that. I can get through to them faster than you will be just signing up your own and trying to get a hold of customer support. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I'd be looking for a breakdown at least back down to that 21 week moving at or 21 month moving average. That'd be down to the 1423. That'd be a pretty big drop. And you know, this could potentially be a cup and handle play. Looking at it, very possible that we get the nice cup here. We reject a little bit, come back down, continuation on. Very, very possible, guys. And I can't even tell you where the hell it's going to go up to because there's no more information for me to look at. So I would probably be looking at this as a shorting opportunity, but just something you're really going to have to pay attention to if you are trading the gold. Let's go over to the 1 week. The weekly on gold is looking great, looking very bullish. We're above the moving averages. Like I said, a run back down to the 21 week at the 1636 could be possible. If that does happen, you want a long here at that 21 week moving average. As you can see, every time we tested it, you could have longed. Obviously, here we broke through and stopped at the 50 week. You could have longed though there too. If you guys know how these moving averages work, you're looking at each one of them layers right now as a support. So, I mean, if you're sitting in front of the chart and each, you know, where you've seen the dip down there, you could have potentially caught that long. That's what I'd be looking for here. A dip down to the 21. And then obviously put my stop right below it a little bit in case stuff goes the wrong way, doesn't go in my favor. It'll get me out, and then hopefully we test that 50 day and I can get in there. And guys, it's very possible, like I said earlier about this being one of the biggest money grabs in history. You know, this thing could possibly potentially dump all the way back down to down here to the 1071 mark. We don't know. That's why you guys have to use stop losses. You have to be vigilant. You got to stay frosty. Got to stay frosty, in the words of Gundy. If you don't, then you're going to get wrecked and you're going to lose it all. And then I'm going to hear you in my Discord bitching and crying because you got liquidated because you're too freaking lazy to use a stop loss. So use the stops, guys. Use the stops. Alright, let's scroll down to the 1 day and see what gold is telling us. Okay, gold is testing that 50-day moving average right now, or it did. Yesterday, it looked like we came down and got pretty close to it. We did break underneath the 21-day moving average, and we're trying to get back above it. So if we can't close it back above that 21-day moving average, for sure be looking for the 1680, 1670 for a drop. And that's our first level of support, guys. And you can see that the 50-day line's right up with it. Old resistance becomes new support, becomes or new resistance. So yeah, look left on your chart is telling you right there. And if, obviously if we break that level, the next level I'm looking for is the 100-day, and it lines up again. We got support, we got resistance, turns into support over here, and then the very next level down at the 200-day. We got resistance, we got support, support, and it's going to be support over here, over at the 1564 mark. So these are the areas you want to be watching for, guys. Definitely keep your eyes open when trading the gold. And you can trade these breakout trades just like I showed you how to do on Bitcoin. Super easy to trade. Obviously break the bottom, I'm going short. Break the top, I'm going long. These are all the key areas, guys. Um, just please get a trading plan together. Get in the Discord. Get with us. We'll get you guys right and get you on the right path. You don't want to go in here and just throw money around and hope to get lucky, because I promise on everything that you will lose all of your money, and you will lose it very quickly. Leverage trading is not a game. It's something you really got to take serious. If you are serious about learning how to trade, you have to treat it like a business. This is your roadmap to success. It is for me anyway. I've put a lot into this. I've done a lot of research. I've studied my butt off. Um, Hours and hours and hours and days, years I've put into this. So it doesn't come overnight, guys. But getting into the DCA Discord, getting into that Crypto Mentors Discord, it's going to give you a big head start. You're not going to have to fall down and get the bumps and bruises and learn everything the hard way. By all means, if you want to learn the hard way and you want to lose all your money, then don't don't come to our Discord. But if you guys would like to save a little bit of your money, and you would like to make a little bit of money, uh, and you want to do all of this low risk, and you want to be able to do it for cheap, come see us. We will be there. We will help you. Like I said, you guys don't have to take my word for it. Go talk to the guys in the Discord. They'll tell you all about me, what type of guy I am. You know what I mean? I like to think that I'm pretty easygoing and stuff. But like I said, things have been pretty hectic here the last couple weeks, so I've been in and out a lot. But I plan on getting a schedule back again here, and being a lot more involved here, and start getting things going. I need to. This is going to be a business for me. I'm going to do this full time eventually, so got to get all my ducks in a row before I make any major moves. But it's coming, guys. It is coming. With that being said, that's all I got tonight, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the information. I hope you guys make money off some of the stuff that we said and what we're looking for. Like I said, it won't be till tomorrow night when you see this, so some of the numbers might be a little bit different. But stay safe, stay frosty, stay inside, wash your hands. Join us Friday for the live stream. Remember, guys, smash that like button. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see all of you in the Discords. Have a good night, guys.